giant 5 ones! Again, same as before. Start at the first one and then go left to right.
This is the stage I'm scared of the most, though.
Like I said, it's not quite as bad as with the crystal thing as it was in the original game. In fact, they might have made stage improvements in this one. Another energy tank part. Oh, you just sit there, bro. Well, now what? Oh, that'll just be an energy tank part.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, never mind. Not that big a deal then. The next game I have on this list after Final Fantasy Legend, which is the English name for Saga. What's the Game Boy game first? Good to know. Oh, they don't mix it up with Romancing Saga. Maybe
yeah, that's why I was thinking I'm like.
That's what I was thinking. They had like a remaster or a remake or a new game of that recently.
I think it was a remaster.
Yeah, that's what I think. Now people really like it apparently. Another RPG series I gotta debate looking at because I've been trying to think of a lot of those lately.
I still haven't played Live a lot.
I'm still trying to work through Tales of Arise. Remember, it was you or somebody else who was basically saying apparently people really liked Tales of Arise when it came out, but now people aren't as big on it. So it looks like it was taking the series in a different direction.
That was me.
Okay, was he? Alright. I guess there's probably a lot more environmental puzzles in the other games. Where Tales of Arise looks like it's more about like the actual combat. Well, you basically have like a special move meter that you lose basically move obstacles out of your way. Yeah, you all have like a shared like special attack.
Like I said, I haven't played much of the game, so I don't exactly know what the new changes are that people are working on.
I'll say it's not very puzzle focused for Tales of Arise if that's... Huh, wow, there you go, found it. Good job. Well, maybe I'm just going by Tales of Symphonia with its block pushing. I imagine they're a little more puzzle-focused in the earlier games.
Well, let's put it this way. There's a lot of downtime, I think is a better way to put it.
Oh. A lot of time between battles is exploring.
Yeah, and some of the exploration can feel more tedious.
Okay. Well, Tales of Arise decided to change that by basically filling the place with enemies. I was going to say it's open world, but it is actually pretty linear the way you have to go through the game, at least so far. I've barely been playing that because most of my playing time games recently have been focused on Neon White.
Oh god!
And I'm dead! Fuck!
Of course I'm falling.
Knock me down the pit!
Fucking...
May as well have been a bottomless pit, you dickhead. Fucking these stupid Roombas. Woo! It saved you! Although you probably would have been fine anyway. Quit firing your stupid projectiles, asshole! Oh my god.
Should have killed him at a spike, to be honest.
Might have been the better move. Probably. Let's see, next they have one here, Batman the video game. I didn't realize they had a Game Boy one.
Oh, did I just screw myself?
Yeah. I guess you were supposed to lower the platform. That's probably what they wanted you to do. They had a Batman video game on Game Boy by Sunsoft. Tetris Attack. Ah, yes. I forgot Tetris Attack was a thing.
Ah!
Basically, Pound the Pond. Donkey Kong Land. There we go, number 27. It is pretty amazing that they were actually able to somehow compress those 3 models to work as sprites on a Game Boy. Honestly, that is incredibly impressive. The fact it still has the art style from the Super Nintendo game at all is amazing. For an 8-bit handheld. But goddamn. It's actually pretty good. Oh yeah, the DuckTales 2 on Game Boy. I forgot about that too. Final Fantasy Legend 3.
Eddie! God damn it!
Well,
Am I too hot?
oh, you're good. There we go.
And I fall into a bed of spikes and die.
Go figure. That would exactly figure. Why is Game Boy Camera in this list? What's the number 24? That's just bizarre. Oh, it actually had mini games in the Game Boy Camera hardware. Apparently, they're very similar to WarioWare. Yeah, it's like a predecessor to WarioWare in a way.
Okay.
Oh god, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you want to keep sliding and running. Yeah, that's a new segment.
Well, it's definitely more challenging.
That was before the end of the stage. Yes, I definitely have the challenge tracker on some of the stages from Mega Man 5. There we go, number 23. Original Kirby's Dream Land. Go figure. Number 22, Bionic Commando. Oh yeah, I think I remember hearing that one actually being good. 21, Donkey Kong Land 3. Ah, the one that had frickin' Kitty and Dixie, of course. Oh wow, yeah, it carries a lot of the same sprites that you saw in frickin' Donkey Kong Country 3. Damn. They really knew what they were doing back then, Rare. God damn.
Yep, and then Microsoft happened.
Ah! Number 20! The version of the game we actually got! Kid Dracula!
Ah, yes!
I forgot we got the Game Boy port, not the NES port, originally. But it's basically a shorter, less interesting version of the NES one.
They probably ripped out the entire, what level was it? The one in New York where you had to go push show with the Statue of Liberty, because it's like, this isn't really a boss. I don't know if anyone really wants this.
God, that's so weird. I forgot that Japan knows a lot about frickin' America.
Well, considering that they went to war with us,
Yeah.
they probably will.
Yeah, they fuck you on that. Well, yours are your last life anyway. So I start the stage over or rewind, one or the other.
I guess we'll see if it turns into freaking... If I get the pity mechanic, I guess.
Oh yeah, that is a thing. Now say, I don't think I... Actually, I think I got it in this and not in Mega Man. Actually, no, I think I got it in both, damn it. I got the first one in 5, and I'm pretty sure I got the one in this one, if I remember correctly. Plus an opportunity, damn it, to get more P-chips. Good, I can get the S-Can. Number 19, Gargoyle's Quest. Oh, they have that available on, Switch Online.
Why can I not get in the stupid fucking... Okay. Mega Man, work with me here.
Oh. Gargoyle's Quest is like Zelda 2. Really? Huh. By Capcom, and apparently it's pretty good. Huh. Go figure. And I think a lot of developers learned from Zelda 2 how to basically make it better.
Speaking of Zelda 2, apparently there's this thing about, I was watching a video from ProJared talking about some fan game stuff, and apparently they did one for, Zelda 2.
Oh, what? Somebody did like a fan remake of it, or?
Yeah.
Ah. See, I kind of wish that would get an official remake. Because honestly, I would like to see that style have another attempt.
I also saw Castlevania 1 getting a, essentially a Igavania remake.
Oh god. Huh. I have to wonder how that would be. God. Igavania remake. Oh man. I can't even think about how they do that. You guys bring a lot of weapons from Symphony of the Night or whatever.
Considering how we finally come to a point where we can actually feel confident using a bunch of 8-bit and 16-bit sprites, because, you know, we need it to be realistic, or we need to have all the polygons that are not worth it.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the indie games now have the heart and soul that AAA gaming is sorely lacking for most of their titles.
Yep.
And yet you have one that actually has heart and soul like Astrobot, and people fucking blast it for not being a movie.
Or you could be like fucking Prince of Persia and just be completely screwed over by the marketing team because they want to market their fucking...
Oh, that was the other big news that happened! I forgot we never went over that! Oh, right! Ubisoft got rid of them! because it didn't meet sales expectations.
Oh dear God. Fucking ingrates.
Yep, that team got axed because the Prince of Persia Lost Crown did not hit sales expectations.
Didn't hit sales expectations. You didn't even fucking market the game, you pieces of shit.
Yeah, right? Mm-hmm.
My God, English self, you are just...
I know. Yep. Oh, that was. I think that's the thing that got him in really bad news lately. That was it.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people are making fun of the fact that it's like, you go at it, you have this really good fucking game, and you don't even think, I don't really care that much. But this game hasn't been as much bullshit as 3 was.
I suppose they got another group working on the Beyond Good and Evil 2 or whatever.
Yeah, but I've, like, lost.
I know, that's like...
Like I said, a lot of the Western companies have just slowly just been... I just stopped really having a lot of faith. Unless you're an indie developer, in which case I'll at least have my eye on you. But as an actual, like, full-bred developer...
Yep.
It's like, I don't want to fucking hear
I think
it.
one of the purposes they were trying to get them to come back and do other stuff for Ubisoft, not... They basically said they wanted to slim down doing the stuff they know would make them money. Go figure.
Of course.
And yet, I've also heard rumors there's potentially might be doing a Rayman remake of some kind.
They're gonna turn into an open world game is what I'm hearing.
And supposedly Michael Ansel might be back and getting involved in the series as well.
Please work.
At least those were according to recent rumors.
But after that kind of news, it's like...
Yeah, the fact you axe a company that released your best game you released in years,
How
all
do
you
you-
to shoot them. You had to keep shooting them so you can platform on them. That was it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, what the hell do I
Shooting
do?
the one in midair for the energy tank earlier on, though, that one was just weird. It didn't make sense. But yeah, the fact they're actually thinking about remaking... It's either a new remake game or remaking the original, potentially.
Oh god!
Yeah, they have more of these. Yeah, they fuck you with that too.
It's a good thing I have multiple lives, otherwise I'd be honestly considering doing the...
I'd say we do have a long way to go back there.
Well,
Alright.
I asked for this, well, keep going.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry if I'm not making much commentary, because this is a lot to take in.
I mean, it's
And
still
honestly,
fine
like,
for you.
I'll say this is actually legitimately good. I like this stage. This actually feels like a mass improvement on, like, the
Yep.
Mega Man 5 stage. Like
I said, I don't think you'll like it quite as much as 5 as how original 5 is, so I'm pretty sure you at least like this one.
oh yeah. Like, this is actually, like, this game is honestly, like, I'm just looking at this, I'm like, you're actually starting to make me appreciate 5 in ways I never thought I ever would.
Yep. Like, yeah. It actually stands on its own against the core series.
Like, I'm actually, like, I'm taking this in, I'm like, this is, like, I'm kind of just, like, having too much fun with this. And I'm having more fun than I am with 3. And, obviously, 2.
Yeah, of course. What about 1, though? 1 wasn't very fun either. We save scummed at that more than the others. Especially with its fortress stage.
Did I save scum more in Mega Man 1? Legit.
Yes.
Ah.
Because of the fortress stage. Especially the first one.
Yeah.
There's a long-ass stage with a bunch of spikes and invisible, and then the disappearing platforms.
Oh yeah, the
Run.
platforming nonsense, yeah.
And then at the end you had the 4 Robot Masters. And then you had Anchor. And if you failed, if you lost all your lives during that, well, you had jump in time. If you lost all your lives in
nah, I kind of deserve that.
You're gonna be
I honestly shouldn't be holding on to this charge as much as I should be. I need to remember how some of these levels work.
Right.
My brain's just kind of...
Mega Man Pride's kicking in. Alright.
Yep.
But yeah, that first fortress stage in Mega Man 1 on Game Boy was horrible. A bunch of spikes, a bunch of disappearing platforms. Oh no, that was the second one. Well, there were a lot of spikes in the first one. Especially the falling chamber, they had one of those.
Yeah.
And just the boss gauntlet afterwards, especially with fucking Quickman. And Flashman. Right, we discovered that you can actually use, you use Fireman's weapon relatively well with Quickman. And, yeah.
Oh yeah, and that was a freaking marathon of a level, wasn't it?
That's why we saved Scum once we got to the end the second time, where it was like, alright, fuck it, we're not doing that whole stage again. But at least the second stage, we only saved... You only did save points for when we got to Wily, which we barely needed anyway.
Yeah. And 3, I just sort of scum all over the place.
Like I said, 3 was difficult to the point of being frustrating. So I completely understand that
like,
one.
even more, like, to me, it's like, it's weird, because, like, I stood... Well, then again... Because I'm, like, thinking about it from, like, the perspective of, like, oh, a lot of people say that same thing for Mega Man and Base, and honestly, it's like... They had some Band-Aid solutions, sure, but I don't think Mega Man and Base was nearly as frustrating.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me
Some of the
being
stages
good.
were hard, but... I mean...
They...
This was my first Mega Man game I played after getting back into the series. And frickin'... I struggled, but I was still willing to play it. I was having fun despite my frustration at times.
It was like the screaming in agony.
It was mostly fucking, Napalm Man stage. The Cold Man stage I did fine.
You mean Burner Man.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You know what?
Right? Yeah, that was... There's something about that was a little fucked up, but...
That felt like bullshit, but...
I'll let it slide one more time.
Remember, I still need to show off the pity mechanic, even though... The irony of this pity mechanic is it's making my Buster better, but that's not the problem. It's the platforming I'm dying to, not the bosses or the enemies.
The game's being hard, but I'm doing it to myself now. Damn it.
And no matter what happens, you will always a loser. You're not wrong, but fuck you anyway?
Yep. It's nice to see a lot of freaking Western developers keep axing off the ones actually making good games with heart and soul.
It's like, what a fucking joke.
And then sometimes you got the opposite of people getting laid off because of what gamers told them not to do and they did it anyway. Oh! Well.
To that one, I kind of deserve that. I wouldn't really-
Rushing through it. If you use one more continue, I think you'll get the pity mechanic.
Yeah. I feel like I can do this, I'm just being dumb. Do I have anything of value I can get with this, or...
You need one energy tank for it.
I mean...
You need 3 more to get another full energy tank. If you get
2
another
more
full
if I
energy
get that.
tank, you're not going to need that anyway.
That's also true. I could just buy the E-Tank.
Also true. I figure we're about to buy the S-Can first.
Yeah, I know, obviously we're getting the S-Can, but...
Also, we're now grinding P-chips again. Yay! And why not? Let's look at the S-Can, then we just buy extra lives and other E-tanks and weapon tanks as well. Not that you're really going to need weapon tanks, but... it's an option.
But for what it's worth, I am enjoying this game way more.
Mm-hmm. I figured you would. When I said 4 and 5 are the great ones.
Like, I knew about 5.
Yeah. And I kept saying, at first I liked 4 more, but I gave it to 5 because of its originality. But...
Either way, it's like...
This is in a similar vein, similar league to 5, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't think you'll see it quite as highly.
Yeah.
I'll say that... I do like the ending of 5 better, absolutely. This game does still do good stuff. And again, the last Fortress stage in this game you'll recognize because of Mega Man 10. Such a shame they never got any Mega Man 5 Game Boy stuff in Mega Man 10's DLC.
Yeah. Like, for as much grief as I would give, I still would have liked to have seen all the Mega Man killers again.
Oh,
just for, like, you know...
Doing it style like the final stage for Mega Man and Base.
Yeah! Just one rough stage with all 5 Mega Killers.
Oh god. Oh, I thought you were talking about all the... I was gonna say all the Star Droids.
Yeah, final level, all Star Droids into
Yes.
fucking Sun Star.
And Sun Star at the end, yep.
It's like, Jesus Christ, why?
It'd be really hard for them to remake that nowadays. They'd have to repurpose, Pluto.
Yeah, poor Pluto. You know what's funny you bring up Mega Man 5 in particular? Because I was watching a video that was talking about, and he did a review of all the Game Boy games.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say this when we eventually got to 5, because it's this game in particular is getting this treatment, but Mega Man 5 is getting remade as a fan project with Mega Man 7 style graphics.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
It's still in the works though, but it is a thing that exists. So that is something I would be interested in checking out if I make it through the main series.
Alright, leave it to the fans to frickin'...
And speaking of that as well, there's another thing I want to do specifically for X8 as well. because I think I told you about the D-Make. Have I told you about the D-Make for Mega Man X8?
They basically put it in like Super Nintendo style, pretty
Yep.
much.
And a lot changed with it. And it looks actually really cool. I was going to play it myself at some point, but let's put it this way, a lot of things are repurposed in the ways.
And probably get some of the annoying segments and makes them better.
Yeah. The only downside...
Like the vehicle segments.
Yeah, the only major downside that I've seen in X8 in the D-Make is that there's no Zero or Axel.
Oh, it's only Mega Man for now? Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they plan on doing a Zero or a Axel later on. I can imagine that would be difficult because...
That would be a nice, fun experiment.
It would be cool to see an experiment later on in the future if it's possible. But it is just the 8 main stages as well, so it's not like the entire
Okay, they get to the fortress yet.
Oh, wait! No, wait, they did go to the fortress. Okay, never mind. The last... I was thinking about it before. It's like... There was 2 videos on the Mega Man X8. The first one was... The X8 went as far as the 8 main stages.
Right.
And then... The second time I watched it, it was the entire fortress. Or everything... Like, everything in X8.
Okay.
That's what was throwing me off. But,
Alright.
But it's a really good... But it looks really good. Just to give you an idea, you know, Bamboo Pandemonium's weapon?
Yes.
So it has a special mechanic now.
Oh.
You can... So you know spikes, right?
Yep.
How would you like a weapon that blows up spikes?
Oh! Okay, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. But they repurposed some of the weapons. And it's really cool what they did.
It's been a while since I played X8, so I can't remember a lot on the top of my head. That would be pretty cool. Well, it actually gets rid of spikes.
Yeah, like, the D-Make did a lot, and it's really cool. That was...
A little scared there. Jesus.
Made it all the way to the end just to trip at the finish line. Well, to be fair, if I tripped at the finish line, he'd probably murder me. The finish line is technically just making it in the first place.
I'd say it's also nice they have the boss music for Mega Man 4 bosses and Mega Man 5 bosses music as well.
Yeah. Oh god.
Like,
So many crystals. Actually, what am I doing? Just while you're fighting,
we
you
do
take your
have
bomb.
3 energy tanks. You know, we could have just died and started.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, it's like, you could have just restarted. We are at the boss. It's like, and we could probably just buy more E-tanks, to be fair.
Yep.
This is what happens when you give us a currency system.
I remember when he jumps high, that's when he shoots all the crystals out.
Yep. So right now, he is doing the single shot.
Yeah, that's the only attack that makes him hard, otherwise it's a joke. But when he does this, that's like, fuck, those things last a lot longer.
Yeah, it's like the multi-shot is what makes him terrifying. But outside of that, he's not too bad.
Alright, that's our first of the Mega Man 5 bosses knocked out.
And I only got game over 2 times in a row.
Damn. Only was 3. Oh well. We don't really need to show it off if we don't get it.
Yeah, it's a pity mechanic, for Christ's sake.
You know. It won't be legitimate if you do that, then. Crystal Eye works just like it did before.
Kind of like, it looks a little cooler in this game because it's a giant crystal
Mm-hmm.
before it breaks.
Of course. Now let's buy an S-Can.